What is going on, YouTube? What is going on, resellers? Because that's probably the only people that are gonna watch this video. And this video is how I ship board games that are priced basically $30 and under. If it's more than that, then you're gonna wanna add some more protection, in my opinion. But let's get into it, shall we? Now, this is the board game that I actually just sold, and I thought it'd be a pretty good one to show you how I ship my board games, because this is a very average size board game. Now, I grabbed a tape measure to see, but as you can tell, it's roughly around 19 inches long, and that's very average. Alright, now as you guys can see, that is a poly bag, and a pretty big poly bag actually. But the only thing that really matters is, will this board game fit in that poly bag? And as you can see, it will definitely fit in the poly bag, so let's put it in there. Now, this is what it looks like when you originally put it in the poly bag, and of course we're not done here. I mean, that just looks terrible. So let me show you what's going to happen. What I'm about to do is make it as taut as possible. And with that, you're just going to use regular packing tape. Alright, this is basically the finished product after you tape it down. And I think it looks pretty sharp. I don't think it looks bad at all. I've yet to receive any negative complaint about any of the board games that I've sold with shipping and whatnot. And I sell tons of board games. Now again, if it's a more expensive board game, then yeah, you might want to think about bubble wrapping it or putting it in a box and bubble wrapping it. But honestly, you would be surprised at how well these actually ship. Now, this thing is just ready to slap a label on, so I will weigh it and then print my label from eBay. But let me show you what the other side looks like. It's not quite as pretty, although it doesn't look bad whatsoever, and basically it looks better if you have a poly bag that is even closer to the size. Now, you can use like 2 poly bags. Say if you don't have one that is long enough, you could use one, and say it comes here, then you literally put one the other way, and that way, if you don't have poly bags that are this large, I know 24 inches is pretty large and they're pretty specialized. So you're only going to be sending so much in those, but again, they are good for various uses such as plush as well as other things. Well guys, now this can vary. I mean, if you are not comfortable with this, then by no means do it. Some board games do require a little bit more care, and again, it's more those beat up boxes. If your box is in good condition, then those things can normally take a beating. And you would be surprised at how secure this actually is. I mean, seriously, I've yet to have a complaint, but take all things into consideration. If you have a box that isn't as good, then definitely bubble wrap it and put it in a box if need be. But at first I used boxes, then I moved on to bubble wrapping them, as well as putting them in a poly bag, and then I started trying just poly bagging it, and I've been doing this for months and sold tons of board games, and again, no complaints, guys. So this is just a cheap way to ship, but an effective way to ship. If you like this video, please hit that thumbs up. Thanks for watching.